Oh, there's already one like. Thanks, guys. Already one like. I know I've been sitting for a little bit, but yeah, not a good day. Not a good day for CCB. Um, no, it's this is the only tackle I have, guys. This is the only tackle I have. Last night, somehow last night when I left here, I forgot I forgot both my tackle boxes and a brand new rod sitting on the bench where I left it. And I came back this morning and it's gone. No, I didn't. I mean, I didn't leave my phone in that, but yeah, no, I left it there. We were the last ones to leave, and my friends were here at 7 in the morning, and it wasn't there. So I don't know. There's one guy that closed last night that hasn't been here. He doesn't work today, but I really don't think he picked it up. Um, yeah, only thing I can assume is that yeah, I don't know. Only thing I can assume is that there's only the RV people in here at night. Only thing I assume is somebody came down here and found it all and didn't turn it in. They just decided score. Here's like, you know, $500, $600 worth of stuff. Brand new pole, brand new reel. I'd only used that reel like 3 times. I called them this morning when I found out and asked them if anybody turned anything in. Acorn farts. Um, I can't. They tried to call him, but he didn't answer his phone. So, I mean, obviously, whenever I'm at home and and hello. Sorry. Fuck. I have no idea. I just left it. That's all I can hope now. I was hoping when I got here, like at least somebody I knew saw it or somebody found it, but I just can't understand it. It's not my mentality. If I found it, I would have turned it in. I mean, it's obviously. I mean, that much money's worth and all that shit sitting there. It's obvious I just didn't walk away from it and say, "Here, somebody have it." But I don't know. I said my last hope is that one that the guy that closed last night. If he for some reason found it, I mean, somebody, one of the where it was a female that was in the black truck. She walked down here as we left. I don't know if she saw it. Um, no, I'm a little distracted, corn farts. I lost all my shit. I left all my tackle and brand new rod sitting here last night when I left the lake after my live, and nobody turned it in, and nobody knows anything about it. And there was, and some of my friends were here this morning, the first ones in the gate, and they said there was nothing sitting on that bench, so it had to disappear during the night. And there's nobody here at night except the people in the RV. I went and knocked on a couple doors and talked to people, but everybody said, no, I don't go down there at night. I don't go down there at night. So either they have it and they don't want to say anything, or maybe Manuel, who was the guy that closed last night, or his wife. Yeah, I said the one lake to happen at. I mean, it's a lake where most people know me and everybody knows me. And everybody knows that the fact that it disappeared from here. And I was the last one to leave. I mean, you saw that live. I was live until it was like 5:30. They shouldn't even have, we shouldn't even been here. It was so late. And I think I ended it early. I was talking to those guys, and for some reason, I don't know. I walked to my car, put the tripod in, the one pole, and spaced and left everything else. And all my custom bladed jigs, the only ones left that I could ever make again because of that patent, were all in that box. All those finesse jigs I made, it was like all completely, totally custom tackle that either was my own or I custom made for myself. That was sitting in those two boxes I left. That's the saddest part, is half the stuff in there I can't even make again. Losing them's one thing when you're fishing, but have someone just walk away with that much tackle that's obviously, I mean, one little box or something or line I could see, but two full ass freaking tackle boxes and a brand new rod and reel with my nice spook on it. They know it's not left there. It's a vindictive act. I don't get it. I might find a I might find a lure or something, but if I ever find anybody's whole tackle box, their whole reel, I'll turn it in somewhere and I'll promote it. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I still have that one hope. I don't want to say anything yet. I'm gonna have to call tomorrow. Thanks, Pro. Um, I don't know. I don't want to say anything yet. I mean, I'm gonna wait to see. I still have that one hope. I don't know why I'm, glimmering to it, but I just still haven't talked to the guy that closed last night. I don't know. I think it's very likely that he wouldn't have, at least put it in the boat shop or put it in the office. I don't know why he would have put it in his own car and taken it home. But I was so sure that at least somebody that knew me would have found it. I said the other thing too, the fact that my friends were here Oh yeah, I already have everything up front. I gave them information. If they hear anything, see anything, yeah, I already did that. And I called them. Second, I found I don't know. I just happened to go to my trunk this morning to sort of set up for tonight for this live, and I opened the trunk and I was like, "What the hell? Well, did I leave it sitting, next to my car and didn't put my bag in?" And then I realized that the other box was gone. Then I realized my other rod wasn't in there, and I realized the fact that for some reason I walked away and just based on it because I was talking to other people about fishing, and I just was talking to them about the lake, and they were new here and trying to help them out in the lake and telling them where they should fish, and I don't know. Somehow I just spaced on, left it sitting right freaking there, and it's just gone. Like I'm already low on stuff anyway, and now it's like, and now it's like, I mean, I still have other rods and other poles. Yeah, I left it all sitting on the bench, and we were the last ones to leave. So the lake was closed pretty much right after we left, which means it had to be somebody that came in the morning. Yeah, no, but that's sort of the thing is the fact that that I said we were the last ones to leave. My friend showed up at 7 in the morning. They fished that point. They said there was one other people over here carp fishing, which I doubt would have picked it up because they would have assumed it was somebody else's. Yeah, and then yeah, so we were the last ones to leave. My friends were the first ones to show up, and my stuff wasn't on that bench, so it had to have disappeared during the middle of the night. And gates are locked unless somebody jumps a fence, which I really that would be a random act. Yeah, it had to be. I don't know. Had to be somebody. Had to be somebody in the RV. Somebody that stays here overnight, walked down here and just said, "Score." I know. That's why I'm so upset. I thought for sure when I got here it would be here. I'm like, you know what? Somebody's gonna find it. We're the last ones to leave. Nobody else is in the park. Yeah. I mean, I can I have all my own baits, but they're the ones that I want to. Um, I know, but those are baits I want to sell to you guys. I don't want to have to take apart like all my stuff that I have for sale just to replenish my own stock. Oh, yeah, it's just a bummer that I put that new reel on that rod. I hadn't even used it, and I didn't even use it that day. I just left it sitting over there, and I know nobody took it. I know it was. I mean, it was there up till the time I left. It wasn't like somebody went over there and walked off with it. I just spaced on it. I just left it sitting there because it was dark. And usually I do lives. I go live all the way to my trunk. And this one I just happened to shut down early because my battery, so it was sort of a different protocol. And I was talking to those guys, and I was willing to talk to them about fishing in the lake and stupid mistake. But I don't know. I just assume for sure somebody would find it that knows me. I just thought for damn sure that, I'm almost positive it was the guys I talked to. If they showed up and saw that tackle there, they probably would have turned it in, or they might have recognized it as mine because they know me and they watch my shows. So I don't know. It's just man, can't cast as far today. It's all I can hope. It's all I can hope. It's all you can hope for is somebody will eventually ante up, turn it in anonymously to the office. Some Yeah, hopefully they're kind-hearted. Well, they're already not kind-hearted. They already found it. They should have turned it in. Maybe they're guilty-hearted, and if they realize or they see something or hear people talking about the fact that just while they're here, hear people talking about it, going, "Oh, did you hear what happened last night or the other night?" and all this shit, and somebody took it, and I don't know. I said I have one hope. I have one hope with Manuel. He's the one that has the glasses on. He's in my lives a lot. He always comes down and says, "Let's go." He was the last one here, so hopefully by some miracle he has my shit. But it seems like he would have told him. Oh yeah, by the way, or left a note, but maybe not. Maybe he has it. Hey, budget, how's it going, low? Uh, yeah, I don't know. I just have no idea how I forgot it. And the real funny thing is, last night, I had tackle stolen from my porch. No, the funny thing is, there were some guys that left a bunch of their swim baits. Oh, I got a fish. I had a bite. Um, there were some guys that left a bunch of their big, expensive swim baits sitting on this side, and they went to the other side. And I'm like, "Hey guys, you left your baits over here." And they're like, "Oh, thank you so much." And then they came over and got the baits. So I helped somebody last night recover recover their baits, and nobody helps me. Caught a fish though. I caught one, guys. Believe it or not. The only bait I have. Only bait I have to fish with. I caught a fish, guys. And I had a bite right before that. Well, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know. On the uh, on the bright side, since I'm someone that loves to teach people and hopes people catch fish, whoever didn't turn all my shit in, hopefully they catch a lot of fish on it. They got a brand new rod, brand new reel, all kinds of really high end custom baits. Half of them that I can't even make anymore. So I don't know. Hopefully that person will be able to catch a lot of fish on the shit they didn't turn in. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's another thing. I see anybody fishing it, it's all my baits. And if I didn't sell it to them, or if I see him fishing that rod, it wasn't a normal combination. So, yeah, I left it last night. For some reason, low, I was out. I shut down the live early. I was kind of, I don't know, it wasn't usual protocol. I was talking to guys about fishing, about the lake. Somehow I spaced, walked, just put my tripod, the one rod in the car, left both my tackle boxes and my other brand new rod and reel sitting over there on the bench. And I called them and they said nobody turned anything in. Some of my friends were here at 7 in the morning. They were one of the first ones here. They said there was nothing on that bench. They said there was nothing on that bench. So, and we were the last ones to leave. Gate was locked pretty much right after we left. I did. But I walked away and didn't get any of my shit for some reason. And I left everything I own. Well, I mean, I have my own base, but those are the ones I want to sell to people. So, yeah, I for some reason, I left everything sitting on that bench, drove away. And my friends were here at 7 in the morning. They said they fished that point. There was nothing on the bench. So it had to be taken at night. Keep what? I'm hoping. I said I'm hoping. Yeah, I was hoping it was still here. Or I was hoping somebody that knew me found it. But first people that were here were my friends. They were here at 7 when it opened. They're renting a boat at 8. They came at 7. They walked out there and they said there were some carp fishermen here, but I doubt they would have taken it. You're not going to take somebody's stuff from over there and come sit over here and fish for hours because you don't know if it's somebody else's that got here just before you or something. So I'm almost positive it disappeared sometime last night. And the only people in here, like I said, are the people from the RV. So I knocked on a couple of their doors and asked them if they saw anything. But exactly. And the fact it's been 12 hours and nobody turned it in. Uh, I spaced. I left it here. I left it here when they closed last night. Oh my god. Really, guys? I'm gonna have to head back to the car and try and find something in my trunk because, yeah, I don't know. I have to go back and I don't know, either open a new package of baits or find something because I don't have any. That was my only bait I had. So now I got to go try and find something. I have another tackle box with some random leftover stuff in it, but everything that was my life of fishing right now was in that freaking maroon bag. And the fact that I lost all of those custom bladed jigs that I can't even make anymore. The last 10 I could ever produce were in that box. Well, I have my own baits and all that, but I mean, I want to keep those for you guys. Mostly custom stuff. No, we were the last ones to leave. They locked the gate after we left. There was nobody else. There was nobody else in here except the RV people until they opened the gates at 7. And my two friends I talked to were here at 7, and they fished that point. They said there was nothing on that. There was nothing on that bench. So my shit disappeared during the night, unless I said Les Manuel, who's not here today, who closed last night, found it, and for some reason has it in his car and didn't tell anybody he found it, which also seems. Yeah, I called him this morning, Lo. Second I found out. Second I opened my trunk and I didn't see it in here. I thought it was just my bag. And I realized it was my other tiger box, and I realized it was the pole. And then I realized I left all 3 of them sitting on that bench. I mean, I have baits, obviously. Yeah, that's what I was hoping. That's really what I was hoping. I was hoping that I'm so known here and everybody knows me. I was really hoping that I have baits, guys. I just don't. I just don't like to. I mean, this stuff's for you guys. This is stuff that I want to sell to you guys. And mostly custom stuff I have is stuff that I don't. I order it for myself. I don't take it from the stock of stuff I have because I like to sell you guys baits. So I don't know. That's just. rummaging through anything I have in my car right now. I don't know. It's seeming. Right, I'm gonna go with this. These aren't my baits. I have some old yum dingers in here. Let me try these. Let me at least fish something while I'm here. Let me try and fish something while I'm here. I got a little while. I already caught one fish, so. Yeah, it was just, I don't know. When I opened that trunk, I knew exactly. I knew exactly the fact that I just spaced on it. Never, never, ever, ever done that. But just simply the fact that it was pretty much creature of habit. Creature of habit. I'm used to, shutting it down at my car. And my protocol is pick up the camera, walk over, um, pick up my stuff, then go back to the car. But since I'd shut it down early, no, I still have the two rods I fish all the time. But that was that brand new that was that Bass Pro Shop Pro Qualifier. That was the one that you can't buy anymore. The original. I heard the second one is still as good, but I'd only used that reel like 2 times. Time for what, subscriber? No, I can get all my own tackle. I get all my own tackle back. It's just, but the only thing I can't get back are those 15 original bladed jigs. I can't buy the components anymore. I cannot ever in my life make those again. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I know it's just stuff, but it just came at a bad time. Came at the one time I didn't need this kind of stuff to happen. I'm gonna try this. Is that what? No, it's just a clove. I know it's just I said, but it's it's just the fact that stuff I can't make anymore. It's stuff that that bait caught me my PB. That bait caught the 12-pounder. And yeah, I can't make it exactly that same way again. That's why I was holding on to all the ones I had. The secret stash of secret baits. Now somebody else is going to be fishing them. Oh, really? Where'd you catch them at? Was I here? Did you happen to see any tackle laying around? Don't worry, we'll see. Community Pond in Texas. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was saying I I lost all my shit today, so Jim, I don't even have that bait. I just caught that one on. I don't even think I have any left for sale. Just hope this random Fort Worth, Texas. Nice. Fort Worth, Texas. Just gonna work this. I already caught that one. Maybe there's more here. I was thinking somebody gave me some June bugs, but I had them in my bag. Oh wait, is that a fish? 6 hours. I felt like that might have been a fish. Oh, well, really nice at the choice fish. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Remember Chris did that. Remember Chris left his bag in his boat and it fell out? And he left stuff. He talked about it on the radio station. He did all that, and nobody ever turned it in. And that was just one bag. With me, they got everything I own, everything that I ever fished, and a brand new rod and reel with a really nice brand new, not brand new, but a really nice super spook on it. Yeah, I know. It's just the fact that I left it, but the fact that, oh, the fact it's that much stuff and nobody turned it in. I mean, it's obviously, not like I just left one bait on the bench or a broken rod. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I said. What I'm most upset about are all those custom baits I had made in there. And I had a bunch of the tubes and that in there. Why is this rod messing up today? I was casting this rod way better yesterday. Am I freaking distracted today or what? It's like my head's not straight today. I'm messing up casting. I hardly ever mess up casting. Caught one out here. There should be more. Should be more around here. Focus on one bait. One bait. I swear I was getting another 10 feet further yesterday. Well, fact is, guys, I don't know. Probably won't be many fishing shows coming from me for quite a while. I mean, I can show up here and go live, but I'll just back off and just do some other tips and tricks and stuff. No more shows for a while. I was just starting to get them down too. Guess I could do a lot of one bait challenges. Fishing the only bait you have. See how we can do with see how we do with one bait. That's a bummer, man. I don't know how I threw off that one bait I had left. It already caught a fish too. It already done caught a fish. It's kind of the color Andre was using when we went out, so maybe, possibly, I can get something to bite this while I'm here. Maybe. I'm gonna try casting over there a little bit further. Maybe. I know there's more hydrilla over there. But oh, this is a Mardi Gras color. Pretty good color. I mean, it's an old Yum Dinger. Doesn't work like my baits, but maybe I can find something on it. Oh, sad day. Sad day. Such an idiot. I go back to my car, but I don't think I have anything there. I don't think I have anything I can fish. I don't know. I only found that one fish over there in that spot. Yeah, I know. But shit happens at the worst time. That's like it's kind of that whole dun dun dun. Really, you just when you're struggling and can't pay bills, and you give away like $600 worth of freaking tackle. Yeah, I know. It's like getting your boat stolen or something. No, as of now, it's gone. One more glimmer of hope with the person that closed last night. Other than that, it's looking pretty slim. I found a bad apple in the bunch, evidently. Thanks, Andre. No, I'm just saying. No, I said I'd still do my lives. I just don't think I'm going to be able to do actual fishing shows. I mean, I'll still do some, but I don't know. I just don't want to take. Oh, drag. No, I just said it's the fishing shows themselves. It's getting to the point to rebuild all the tackle. I was already low on stuff anyway, but so a lot of it's just it's a sentimental thing. It's the fact that things I can never ever have again. Well, I don't think they like this color. I know I don't have any options, but don't have any options at the moment. But I was hoping this would at least get a bite. It's getting the shade on it. Might be something there. At least I still have the rod you liked, Andre. The one you said was really light. And I still have both my Abus. It's just kind of a bummer I lost a brand new freaking reel. That's discontinued. Oh, oh, I got a bite, guys. Yeah, I got a bite. He was little. Well, at least the fish are entertaining me. This was yum dingers I used before doing my own baits. Ah, seriously. Something out there. Something out there. Hey, at least I can still fish for humans. I have that pole. I have to fish for human poles still. Just, I just can't believe I did that. I mean, oops, oops. I hit, I hit the tripod. I said I'm a little distracted, obviously. I was just so hoping it would be here when I got here, guys. I was just so positive. I just kept saying it the whole time I was driving here. It'll be there. It'll be there. Somebody will found it. Somebody that knows me found it. It'll be there. It'll be there. It's all I kept saying. Oh, oh my God. I don't know if that was the way it came over that weed or if that was a fish. But felt like something grabbed it. They're all on that other side though. fish, guys. Believe it or not, I caught one, a good one. I caught a keeper somehow. Yeah. I might only have one bait to my name, guys, but I'm catching fish. I didn't even know I had him. I thought I was snagged. Well, it's really nice that the bite's picking up. Oh wait, there's all kinds of things I didn't see, guys. Sorry, my chats were stuck. Wakens and over. Conquest. Game. Raiders win. Sorry. Yeah, that was the last ride I ever held. Everyone, I gotta go. All right, cornflakes. Sorry. Need to like take care later. Gotten there earlier, would have found it. Tossed in my truck for you. Oh my man. Sorry guys, I was way behind. That's when I caught all day. Show must go on, right? Yeah. Yeah, I found a new color that I like in here, Mardi Gras. It's a Mardi Gras yum dinger. Oh yeah, I've already been on a budget, so now I'm even my budget just yeah. My deficit just grew, that's all. That was the weirdest fish. I thought I was snagged. I even I was like picking up pulling on it, and if I wouldn't have seen the line going to the left, I would have thought I was snagged. Water has gotten a little bit dirtier, so no budget bass and yeah, exactly. Went from low budget to no budget. I just keep thinking of the time it's going to take. Just keep thinking all the time it's going to take me to get everything back, to have a bag set up again. That's just my thought process right now. I hate setting up bags from scratch. They become your old friends. It's like you know where everything is. I've had that bag for like 2 years. I was an idiot. Left two tackle boxes and a rod here last night when I left my live, and they're gone. Yeah, my friends were here at 7 in the morning too. I left when it closed. They were here at 7 in the morning, and it wasn't there. So Either someone in the RV came down at night and found it, or I have one hope they got it closed. He doesn't work today. Manual. It's one hope that for some reason he has it and he took it home. Didn't leave it here in the office or anything, but he took it home with him. We tried to call him, but he didn't answer. So, but I have caught two fish and one little keeper. It's the only hope I have. It just seems odd that he would not say anything to anybody. They tried, he didn't answer. I said it's his work phone. I wouldn't answer. I don't answer my work phone when I'm not at work. It's kind of what I said. I didn't want to be left hanging. I wanted like, yeah. That's what I said. I wanted to be able to cover everything before I left tonight because it's just going to be going through my head and going through my head. I have a hard time with this stuff. Just my thought process. It takes me a long time to. No, I just. Hey, I only had two baits and I've caught two fish. So this is an extremely sad bait challenge. It's basically it's turned down to a. This is all you have. Make do. Oh, that was you guys. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fine. I have tons of them. I have tons of my own custom baits in the trunk, but um, I never take ones that are for sale for myself. I always order them separate. And I really don't want to just start taking all that stuff that I want to sell to to my crew and that and just use it for myself. So I got these yum dingers. There's like five left, six left. I I can just fish these all winter. If I don't lose them, I'm good. I'll just have to get another flickum jig head from somewhere. People always say I only fish the same thing all the time, so why did I find fish there? At least I didn't leave my phone. Oh, I just backlashed like crazy. Threw the worm off. All right. All right, I guess one less bait left, guys. Check into this. Yeah, that'll work. New dinger. Gotta try a new dinger now. One dinger left. I already caught one, so well, I caught two, right? Even in a depressed state, I can still catch fish. Kind of ironic. You know how much stuff's under there that's mine. I could probably get back almost everything that was in my tackle box if I went down there with the scuba mask. I know there's some of my custom bladed jigs on there. Time we have left, guys. Not much time. I want another fish. It's nice that everybody knows the lures they lost there. I'd fish the other side, but I'll let the guys tell I have a family here. So. I'd like to try where they all were last night with the live shot. I don't have many options. See, they're right there. So I'm having some. Man, that whole thing moved when you landed on it. Did you see that? The whole thing rocks. Yeah, I'm impressed. Yeah, you hit it hard. The whole thing rocks. I've never seen that thing move. Looks like there's a dead shiner out there. Yeah, if you're on that thing. Oh, it came off? Man, you're the luckiest man alive. I've never seen anything come off that thing. I don't know. Maybe you scared it when you landed. It's like, shit, he's serious. He's coming after me. I'm, I'm letting go of this rock, man. Caught a feather. Wind's picking up. Still have that same Senko. No, I threw the other one. No, no, it's not a Senko. It's actually a Yum Dinger. Old Yum Dinger. I found my trunk. I had the CCB. I had the CCB flick 'em, the watermelon red chartreuse. That's what I got the first fish on, and I lost it. I had to go to something else. This is the only thing in the trunk. I have a bunch of new baits in there that are my own, but And this one caught the biggest fish so far. This actually got a keeper. The other one caught little ones. So I'd like to throw it out that way, but I want to throw it where they all were yesterday. They have the stuff there. Yesterday I got them here, but then at the end they were all that way. So. Like to at least throw a cast or two that way. Like to not think about it, but it's hard not to. And I left right away, right after I found it. So I still have to tell my parents what I did. That's not going to be fun. Hey, Jose, how's it going? I'm going to try this over there now. I'm going to try the last few casts over here in the shiner section. Who knows? Maybe if they're not getting fed live shiners tonight, they'll actually want to eat something else. Remember, this is a spot from the live last night where they were just going nuts. Maybe they'll like this. Some wind's starting to pick up too. Not so well. We've all already talked about it, but I left all my tackle and everything here last night. And it wasn't here when I came back. So. Yep. 2 tackle boxes and a rod. I walked away and left it last night. I left it on that bench over there. I was hoping somebody would have turned it in, but nope. Not as of yet. It seemed to have disappeared last night. Seemed to disappear last night uh, after the park was closed. So have one chance with the guy that closed last night. Not here today. Hopefully he picked it up and he has it in his car. So only hope I have. So I have one bait I'm fishing with right now. Yum dinger I found in my car. But I caught two fish. I caught a little one and a little keeper. So same spot I caught him yesterday. Now I'm trying the. Mm, no, I left it here. I left it on the bench when I left. There's space on it. Yeah, it was everything I fished, pretty much. Pretty much the bag that I've kept for 3 years. It has everything that I usually ever fish in it, and all of my custom jigs, bladed jigs that I can't make anymore. Were all in there. Well, they didn't want. I said I was just hoping one of my friends was here early, saw it, and picked it up for me. But at this point, yeah, it's AWOL. It's done. AWOL. Bite's starting to pick up too. It looks like the water's starting to get a little bit dirty. So that might have been why I picked up those two fish over there. How many were around here? Yeah, I know. But we're the last ones to leave. Friends of mine were the first ones to get here in the morning, and they said it wasn't there when they got here. So, only thing I think is after the park was closed is when it disappeared, and there's only the RV people in here. So, wait and see. Knocked on everybody's doors, or at least the ones that were there, and asked them. So, hopefully, somebody feels guilty and turns it in. somebody hears that somebody's been asking and that I'm a local and all the rest of that. Because they obviously weren't honest to begin with. They're honest to begin with, they would have already turned it in to the office or something, you know. They would have went, hey, somebody left this here last night on that bench. Uh, so I'm turning it in, you know, what I would have done. I've always found stuff here and I always turn it in. I said, I caught two already. I caught one about a pound and I caught another little one. Starting to bite better. I mean, if I had everything I could use, if I had something other than one bait, yeah, I know. That's. I said I ended up finding the one bad apple. I'm sure there's at least 30 people I know here that if they would have seen it, they would have picked it up and put it in their car for me. If Ricardo would have been here, if David would have been here, if the fact is, it would have had to be here in the morning. If it disappeared in the middle of the night from somebody that's either jumped the fence, which I really doubt, or somebody in the RV that just decided, oh, cool, look at all this great new stuff. And then I hate the people that, yeah. And I hate the people that, and I've actually known people like this that tell me they like found something. Like, yeah, it was like sitting on a bench right outside a store, and like, I don't know, they're the idiot. They're the one that forgot it, so it was their fault. Like, that's not the mentality to have. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. And yeah, he hasn't. I said it seems weird he wouldn't have turned it in, but who knows? I mean, he might have found it and just put in his truck and then put in his car, knowing I'm here all the time, and just forgot to leave a note saying, "Hey, Scott, I found some stuff. If anybody asks." I hope so. I said it's my only hope. I remember I lost my wallet with $240 in it, and somebody returned it. So maybe I can get that lucky again. And he walked out there and looked. So wish this was a fish. Felt like it. Felt like the last fish, but um, no. Well, I don't know. There were a lot of fish on this point yesterday, so I doubt they moved. Probably just the fact that they only want shiners. But I got that other one on this, so I did catch a keeper on this. I won't say if it's kind of funny. Turn around. They saw me catch those two fish. Second I left. I don't know. I don't think there's anything else there. I got those two fish and a couple bites. So it's kind of frustrating knowing that there's probably all those fish over here last night. Still sitting on the same point. Rock and roll. Rock and roll, baby. Go try the other point. There's somebody there. Yeah. Yeah, that's just the way it is here. Definitely not sitting here. They're sitting here like they were yesterday. And remember, I casted for at least 10, 15 minutes along with them. When they were catching one after the other, I tried the flicking out there, and I never got a bite. I hope so. I said the truck did pull down, but it was uh, I don't know if I don't know. There was somebody that pulled up in the truck. It wasn't a manual. It was a female, and she headed out to the jetties as the last of us were walking back to the parking lot. But it was a female, and I think there was a kid with her. So I don't know if it was Manuel as a wife or what. Maybe she said went down there, but we were already all leaving. We were already all on our way out, so she didn't say anything to us. But I did see her head out here. And I think there was a kid with her. The kid went running out there first, and she went running after him. But she was in that black work truck. So a worker did come down here uh, after we all left. I mean, I don't know if she's a worker or if he was up in the office and told her to come down. Can you go down there and tell everybody it's time to go because it was so late? Or I don't know. I'm hoping. I said I still have one teeny glimmer of hope. one teeny glimmer of hope that it's actually sitting in or in possession of somebody that works here. A sliver of hope. That's all I can pray for. Come on, fish. Uh, oh, you got it already? Oh yeah, I got my sweatshirt. I was a little concerned about the bright colors on the website, but let me tell everyone that it's badass graphics. Thanks, CCB. Yeah, I did that for a long time. Remember, I had a clothing store for had a clothing store for 11 years, and I made all the designs for that. I made all my own shirt designs and everything, so I'm good at the graphics. But thank you very much, Just Fish. I said I don't own any of them yet. I have to order. I don't get them for free. I have to order them at cost. So I don't have any of my own samples myself yet. I just still have the ones, the original white ones that I have with me. The sticker short sleeve, but I set those graphics up pretty high end. I made the image very big to start, and then I brought it down. So. And it told me that it was good to excellent quality of the image. So I was hoping it turned out excellente. Right. Thank you. And isn't it a is it a fruit of the loom? I don't know what sweatshirt. I think the shirts are fruit of the loom. I thought it was a fruit of the loom tagless. At least that's what I think that's what. Not much. Not much. Trying to get a last bite. We said 20 minutes. It's all right. 5:30. They're still closing. Um. Yeah, not much paradise. Just, just gave away like $600 worth of merchandise last night. That hopefully still comes back to me. No, I spaced out and left two tackle boxes and a rod here last night when I left. No, I left it here. I left all my tackle I own and a brand new, well, basically a brand new reel and a fairly new rod here last night when I left. Somehow I spaced out and left them on the bench. Oh, Gildan. Yeah, the ones that I have mine on are on Gildan. Yeah, yeah, Gildan's a good brand. I think I don't know. I just thought for sure somebody I knew here would have found it in the morning because we left. They closed the gates right after we left. So from the time the gates were closed till the time they opened, and my friends were here when they opened, and they fished that point, so there was nothing on that bank. So it somehow disappeared in the middle of the night. But we still have one slim chance of Manuel, who closed last night. He found it and he's in possession of it. He doesn't work today. But I caught two fish on the only bait I own. Yeah, I have this rod. I have a couple of rods. That's all I can think. That's all I can think. They're the only ones here all night. But you'd think they would have turned it in, but evidently they didn't. Oh, you guys, I don't know. Can you guys see that? Little crappie and the freaking golden shiners are everywhere out there right now. Tiny fishes. So yeah, that's yeah, that's my plight. And a lot. I had a whole bunch of custom baits that I can't make anymore in there. Just gone. So hopefully they're fishermen and they use them. Hopefully they don't just sell them on eBay. That would be disappointing. If you're intentionally going to use somebody's tackle that you know they forgot, at least do the right thing and use it. Don't just sell it. They're in all my shows. That whole line, I had a whole line of them in that show at UVis about chatterbaits. There was like 9 of them all lined up on a piece of wood. Those were all of them that I made up for that show. I mean, they exist. They exist in a thumbnail on YouTube. I want to see how they aged. I don't know. I still had a couple others too that were just the bases of that I hadn't put skirts on. It's like still make them, but they're different now. They have to have the split ring and the blade now. They're not the original. Man, there ain't nothing. There ain't nothing. I'm gonna have to go back and try one cast in the original spot. It was a Bass Pro Shop Formula rod. It's got the spiral wrap. I mean, easily identifiable. It's got a spiral wrap. It's like matted and not, but it spirals. It was 6.5 foot medium Bass Pro Shops Formula, and it was the Bass Pro Shops Pro Qualifier. Was the reel I had on it instead of because this is the Formula reel. I took off and I put it on this, and I just happened to put that rod on it because for the surface. It's a $80 reel. I'd use it maybe twice. It's not a standard combo. It's a different setup. So if I suddenly see somebody fishing a Formula rod with a bait with a with a Bass Pro Shops Pro Qualifier reel on it, I'm pretty much gonna be 100% sure it's mine. Oh, and another special thing about that. The rod does not have the little bait keeper. Bait keeper was annoying, so I pulled it off of it. So that's another interesting thing. Another thing that makes it unique and identifiable is it has no bait keeper eye on it. There's just I yanked it out. So if anybody shows up around here fishing that rod and reel combo, all right, I think it's time to go. Yeah, yeah. And the same thing too. I know all those baits. I mean, I said, I see somebody here and they're fishing in baits, and I don't know they didn't buy them from me. That's gonna be another dead ringer to say, all right, who gave you those baits, or where'd you get those baits from? Because I made those baits, and I didn't sell them to you. Yeah, that's the thing is it's all custom stuff. So for the most part, I don't know. We'll just hope that Emmanuel has it. We'll just hope that he just didn't tell anybody and he has it in his car, knowing that it was mine. Andre, show me the baits. I don't have them. I can't show you what the baits look like. I don't have them anymore. Well, I have pictures of them in that catalog I made. And like I said, they're in that thumbnail for that show at UVS when the bladed jigs show. They're all laying there. All the colors are laid out. Those are all the ones I made for that show, and I hadn't really fished them much since then. JCT, how's it going? Oh, I've caught 2 fish today. I caught 2 fish. What's the show called? It's called something Bladed Jigs. Bladed Jigs Catch Big Bass or something like that. It's from this summer. It's not that old of a show. But yeah, they're all laying on a bench. That's the thumbnail. I have them all lined up on a bench. Mind you, I didn't catch anything in that show on them. I caught them on other things, but it was the concept of the show anyway. They didn't catch anything. Oh, that's weird. I got two fish. What's up, JCT? I saw you come in. I said, what's up? I said, I caught two fish. But I also lost $600 worth of tackle yesterday because I spaced out and left it sitting here at the lake. And nobody turned it in. Yeah. No, JCT, yesterday after my live, since I don't know, I shut the live down early, which isn't usual. Usually, I'm going like this and I'm walking. And and I was talking to two guys that don't fish here much, don't know the lake. So it was like, kind of, being me, educating them and talking to them. And so, I don't know. I walked to my car with this one pole. And right here on this bench where I had one box was laying here, the plastic one. My bag was laying here, and my other rod with my spook on it was laying there. I don't know. I walked that way. It was actually this dark, or actually darker. I was talking to them. I just completely spaced for some reason. Talked to them all the way to the car. Was talking to them at the car. Just threw this pole in. And the freaking tripod. We left. They closed the gates. Yeah, I walked back talking to them. Didn't even, just for some reason, I don't know if I just thought I brought the one pole because it was the only thing I fished the whole day. I have no idea how I spaced on it. But yeah, I walked back to the car. I put the pole in. I put the tripod in. Talked to those guys. Today when I went out to the car, opened the trunk and went, where the hell's my bag? And I went, where the hell's my other box? And then I went, I'm like, shit, I didn't even pick it up. I walked away and left everything sitting on that bench. I called them. Nobody turned anything in. I drove here in the morning, or I drove here right away. Got here at 12. No, they left with me. They drove out before I drove out. They didn't go back and pick anything up. They were with here. I said hi. I high-fived them and that. And they actually drove off before I did. Or actually, they were right behind me when I drove out. But they left when I did. They didn't run back there to grab all the stuff. The weird thing is, one of my friends showed up in the morning. They were the first ones here at 7 in the morning. Oh, really? Cool. Yeah. So, some other friends I know, I got out and they're like, hey, Scott, what's up? And I went and told them. They said they were here. Like there were some guys fishing, carp fishing on the end. And they're waiting to rent a boat. They got here at 7. You can't rent boats till 8. They walked to that point to fish it, and they said there was nothing on that bench when they got here. I really doubt the carp fishermen because they just got here. They're the first ones here, and there's that sitting there. They don't know if there's, maybe the guy went to take a piss. I really doubt they would have picked it up and taken it over and sat it. Well, they sat there for an hour or two and fished with somebody else's stuff. So I left about this time, which is unusual, and they closed it right after that. And then somebody I know was here right when they opened, and so it disappeared during the night. And the only people that are in here during the night. No, they didn't take it. No, I don't know. It was dark and all that. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe somebody took it before I even left that night, but I really doubt it. I'm almost positive because I always do it. It's always sitting there, and there was nobody else. It was only me, Ricardo with the two kids, and those two guys are fishing with me. There wasn't anybody fishing that point or anything, so I don't think that. I don't think somebody just like was intentionally sneaking in. Oh, he's over there. He's not going to notice, and picked it up and walked away with it. Maybe, but it's I don't know. It's a lot of people leave their stuff around while they walk around on benches, and that's just not the protocol here. Usually people are pretty cool, but who knows? Maybe I walked by and it wasn't there because somebody took it before I even left. But we're all around, and I think I knew most people that were here, so I'm pretty damn sure that. I mean, obviously, I didn't I didn't freak out last night because I walked over the bench and all my shit was gone. It wasn't until this morning when I opened the trunk and went, "Where the hell's my bag?" I'm all, "Did I forget my bag?" And I noticed the other box was gone. And I noticed the rod was gone. And then I went, "Oh shit! I think I walked away and left it all sitting on the bench." I said it was this dark when we left yesterday. And yeah, I was just distracted. It wasn't normal because I wasn't here at the car talking to you guys. Where if I was, the trunk would have been open, and I'm sure at one point I would have went, "Oh shit! I left my stuff down there," and I would have ran back and got it. But I'd already ended the live. I sure hope so. Your car was locked overnight, right? Yeah, yeah. I good point, High Country, but I really don't think somebody would only steal my bag, that, and the other thing, and leave all the rest of the stuff in my trunk. I mean, if I would have stole all the poles, that old tackle box, and that tackle box, no, I really don't think somebody stole exactly what I was fishing with that I left on the bench. The only three items. It was because I left them, or I don't know. I said it was dark. I think I just left them there. I don't think somebody walked off with them before I left. Because Ricardo was over on that side. He was fishing over there. He didn't come back, and he didn't even come back over there. He was fishing right where they would have had to walk by, and I know he would have seen it. And his kids were out by me. I don't know. I just know it's probably like $600 easily, and stuff I can't get back. He ran to the border, so I said I don't know. I'm gonna go up later. I'm gonna go up later and do a panel because I'm not done. I'm not gonna be able to sleep. I'm gonna be distracted. So I'm saying I'll just come up later and talk. And it's a real bummer. I just won't be able to do many shows now. We still go live, but I just I just don't have the funds to buy any more tackle. It's just I was already out of a bunch of it because I couldn't even replace what little bit I didn't have, and now I don't have anything for the most part. I can dig through that tackle box. I don't even know what's still in there. I think I stripped most of that out to put in the new one. I don't know. I'll just call him tomorrow and we'll see. Hopefully, Manuel has it, or somebody gets guilty and turns it in, or somebody that knows they have it says, "Dude, I know who that is. You better turn it in." Something like that. Enough people know me. It's it's going to be a friend of a friend of a friend that'll end up figuring out like or knowing that it's my shit that this person has because they didn't know me. So, no, it's not just bladed jig. It's everything. All my finesse jigs, all my other jigs. There were buzz baits in there. There were spinner baits in there. My whole collection of flipping tubes were in there. Um, yeah, all my swim bait or underspins that I make were all in there. Yeah, everything was. Yeah, I said pretty much everything I've fished with for the last 3 years that I've honed it down to use to catch bass all the time was in that bag. So it's yeah, that's the bummer is it was my old friend as a fisherman. I knew where everything was. I had everything in there, but at this point, it is what it is. Just my one time I messed up. Yeah, 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 Chris. I lost 2 tackle boxes and a rod because I left it sitting on the bench when I left last night, and it wasn't there this morning. And so far, nobody has seen it and nobody has talked about it. Um, so I don't know. Chris, I'll be on. I'll tell you more about it because I got to go now. They're mad at me, but I'm going to come on with a panel probably in like a half hour or whatever when I get home or like an hour. But yeah, I thought of you, Chris. I'm like, I pulled a Chris. But yeah, I'll be back up, guys. Like I said, I'm just scattered. I got to go. But yeah, I'll be back. Thanks a lot. At least I got some fish. All right, guys. I'll be back up in like an hour or something if people want to come back. And well, I'm gonna do a panel. But yeah, I'm out.